Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. English teacher strategies in managing large class A case study. Abstract. This study aimed at finding one English teacher strategies is managing large classes and two student perceptions toward their English teacher strategies. The design of the research is qualitative with a case study approach. This study involved 4 English teachers and 10 students at one state Madrasah Sanawiyah in Palembang, Indonesia. The data were collated through observations, interview, and document review. Thematic analysis was conducted across a data set. The finding demonstrated the planning the lesson, organizing the controlling the student, and managing classroom communication and talking time, then giving written and timely managing feedback on student work were strategies applied by the English teachers. The use of these strategies was positively perceived by the student that they could have a better understanding, practice manual respect, and enjoy the lesson. Therefore, it might be a good idea to review teachers' strategies in this study to address the difficulty of teaching English in large settings. Keyword: English teacher strategies, classroom management, larger class, Madrasah Sanawiyah. Introduction. English plays very important roles in many parts of human life. It can be used in education, the business, to get information, job, the entertainment. Richard also added the English may be required for social survival and employment for new immigrants in English-speaking countries, and essential for education, the business for some learns and the language of travel, large activities of singleness for other, and popular language, media, entertainment, the internet, the other form, the electronic communication. In teaching English as a foreign language, teachers as the facilitators of student learning take a variety of roles within the classroom, and of the important roles of a teacher in the teaching and learning process is a classroom manager. As a classroom manager, a teacher should have a set of skills, the techniques, the create office, a positive and productive learning environment for the student. Class size is of the influential matters in managing the classroom. Mawling and the Park argued the impact classroom management significantly. Investigate pedagogical strategies the teachers use in the teaching in large classes to create positive student-teacher interactions. Solis the Turner report the self-disclosure, carrying leadership, and making the class feel similar are the strategies to promote positive interaction the large classes. Literature review. Teaching English as a foreign language. Teaching is a way to connect knowledge to students. Teaching may be defined as a process to help students learn how to do sometime and understand what knowledge is given. Likewise, and work of teaching includes broad curricular and competent and rational, sensitive communication skill, and combining combination of rigor to imagination, fundamental to student effective practice. Thus, the student can get knowledge from the teaching process by the teacher. The role of the teacher is managing the class as a facilitator of student learning. A teacher takes a variety of roles within the classroom. One, the most important role of a teacher is being a classroom manager. And classroom management strategies. Management strategies refers to skill of organization and presentation of lessons so that all publics are actively engaged in learning. Classroom control and control discipline and are most commonly used concept to refer to classroom manager during teaching. Large class. The definition of large class might differ in different contexts. According to UNESCO, in some countries, 25 until 30 students per teacher is considered large, while in other countries this is seen as normal or even quite small. Teacher strategies in teaching English in large class. In teaching large class, teachers should prepare some strategies to deal with various students with different abilities and personalities and provide them with the opportunity to to learn objective. Methodology research design participant and local of the study. In this study, we use a quality research design with a case study approach. Case study is one of the approaches used to investigate issue the happens in one place. Data collation and analysis, interview observation with note-taking. The document review were employed to collect the research data. Note-taking during observation is necessary to support the data from interview. The data gained from the observation and review were analyzed by using mathematical analysis to determine information about the English teacher strategies in managing large class and student preparing of the strategies used by their English teacher in managing the large class. Findings. The research finding answer to research question of the study. 1. What were the English teacher strategies in managing large class or at one state Madrasah Sanawiyah in Palembang? And 2. What were student preparation of the strategies used by the English teachers and managing large class at the state Madrasah Sanawiyah in Palembang? 1. Prepare everything necessary before teaching. While ET2, ET3, and ET4 also shared a similar answer. They explained that their lesson plans helped them teach us, provided all the outline and learn objective and means to accomplish with specific English classroom activities. Okay, incorporating explained movement during the class was another strategy applied by the teachers is managing large classes. I do that so all of my students could see and listen to my explain clearly. We find that when the student made noise during the lesson, the teacher walked toward them the rearrange their setting agreement to maintaining their learning engagement. Teaching in large class can be easier when I remember the names of the student. I explain the materials in front of the class to make my student understand the lesson class easily. I have target for students to make them speak in the classroom. Okay, in the learning process, teachers use some strategies to make students understand and be interest the lesson. For example, they use two languages in teaching, English and Indonesia. They use English the beginning of the lesson to motivate and the student to practice their English and active. Their background knowledge relates to the material to study. I do not understand my teacher's explanation and CET4 speaks English too much. Discussion in managing large classes and teacher conduct several classroom manage strategies. Conclusion: English teachers in managing large class use several strategies, and the strategies were planning the lesson, organizing and controlling the student, managing classroom communication and talking time, giving writing the timely feedback when student works, the majority and student positively perceived towards the strategies used by the English teachers in managing large class. There is no best way to teach large classes. It might be good to review teacher strategies in this study to address difficulty of teaching English in large class setting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.